Hi, I'm Anna, and this is my story of faith. So I grew up in a Christian family where my parents were Christians and they believed that Jesus Christ was Lord. And they did a really good job of bringing me to church and showing me that love, however, without sort of forcing that on me or making me sort of have a faith that wasn't my own. And so I grew up knowing the gospel, which just means good news, and that's the life of Jesus Christ. Now, from a young age, I did hear this gospel. And so this gospel was the fact that God had created the world, He had made us and He loved us, and He offered a chance for us to live under His love. However, we chose to reject Him and we walked away from Him, and that meant that we were separated from God. And since God is love and He is life, that means that we are separated from God, and that equals death. And so sin, which is us rejecting God, means that we deserve the punishment of death. And so from a young age, I heard this. However, there's so much more to the gospel story, but I didn't really listen any further. I started to think that I sort of had to run with this perfectionist idea. I would try and be really good. I would try and have a clean room or a clean reputation. And I really cared about what my friends thought. And so I sort of began to try and be good in order to please God, even that's not the gospel story at all. And so I would run with this, and I had this weight that I was carrying around with me. I sort of thought that I had to be perfect to others, and if everyone else thought I was good, then God must. But that's not true at all. So as I got older, I began to listen to the second part of the gospel message, which is, yes, we deserve punishment for sin, which is death. However, God had a plan. And so He sent His Son, Jesus, into the world. He was perfect and sinless, and He died in our place on a wooden cross. And so God offers us this chance to acknowledge that we are sinful and be saved completely not on our own merit. And I found that so exciting. And so that sort of weight of what people thought about me or my clean room or just trying to be good or perfect fell off. And I realized that I was saved by grace alone. So you understand why it's called the gospel, which means good news. You don't have to waste your life running around caring what people think of you or cleaning your room or cleaning your reputation. I am saved by God by grace and grace alone. And so I can live a life full of hope and peace because my Creator loves me so much that He would send His own Son to die for me. So there's this story in the Bible that I think really relates to my experience, and it's found in Luke chapter 10. And it's the story of these two sisters, Mary and Martha. Now, Jesus is having a meal with them in their house, and Martha's running around trying to serve and clean for Jesus, which has good intentions. However, Mary is just sitting at the feet of Jesus and listening. Now, Martha gets quite mad that Mary's doing nothing, and so she says to Jesus, "Lord, do you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me." However, Jesus replies, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her." I really relate to this because I feel as though I was Martha to begin with, trying to please Jesus through my works or things that I did. However, I began to realize that it was important to just listen to Jesus. So my clean room will fade. What my friends think about me may last a moment, might last a lifetime. However, the promise of Jesus saving me and God loving me will last forever and never fade. And I get to spend eternity with Him forever. And that's a wrap.